toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Vikings are 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. But I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
The throw over the middle, taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Good route here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll go Madison up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, here's Gaskin. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 4th down, Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and had the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. On play action, now Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. The tight end in motion right. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Cousins. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Cousins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the 49ers are back within a score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this pass caught by Gray. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. So on is the rookie Jake Moody for the Niners field goal. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
A third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Rodgers. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Nifty move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
In motion, the tight end. Rodgers now on first down.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was out. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First down. Here's Cousins.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught by Gray.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
from 8 yards out.
And the Niners have taken the lead here this third quarter. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And down inside the 15 he goes. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Garrett Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
All right, now here we go.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Steps away to his left. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
1st down 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
In motion is Gray.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Niners 1st down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Garrett Wilson His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Vikings 17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Kene Nwangu.
He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the 49ers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 70 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Joseph now to have the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right?
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Gun. Yellow, yellow, yellow. What's that?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. That type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Ayuk goes in motion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Finding Gaskin underneath. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Gone. Hey, Steamer.
Again, it's Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Play fake. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Troy Pride. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Zone. Step. Go to 50. Hey, you
Rodgers throwing here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Rodgers on 1st down.
A short throw here to Latu.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Cameron Latu with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 55, Vikings 37. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.